This is just a quick review of the Cofra chainsaw boots. So we'll just get into it. Basically, they're the boots. Very well made, very solid. They've got a moulded footbed, fake stitching, but the toe is very well stuck in there. A very solid looking boot. I've tried them on, they're very comfortable. They've basically got 4 thread through cleats that move or transition into another 4 that are just hook and loop system. Obviously you don't have to have them up. They've got a tongue made of leather, very solid. I pulled at this, very much tried to actually rip it, and I couldn't rip it, which is impressive. They're made in Albania, so they've got a double tongue basically on the opening. What is super impressive is the fact that they've got such a wide mouth. They've got a Velcro opening here that's just adjustable. It's an awesome idea. Fabulous. It just opens up so wide. And that for me is really important, because it's often very difficult to get into work boots. You know, they're really hard to get on your feet, and these things open up very widely. They're very non-slip. I have tried. I've got to get the laces out from underneath them, but basically when you try to push these things along on the ground, they grip like super glue. They are fantastic. They're really good. I've tried them on with water on the tiles, and I'm super impressed by the strength of the non-slip sole grip on the ground. It's fantastic. They're only a level 1 chainsaw boot, as you can see there, level 1. Got an anti-perforation sole, air comfort. Okay, well that's great, you know, good to know. Anti-perforation's always good to know. Steel cap toe, 1,100 Newton force. Yeah, it should stop a nail. You're not going to go chainsawing your sole, so that's fine. What else can we say? I mean, most boots have the 200 dual crushproof safety cap in them these days. These things are, I believe, 300 degree rated in temperature, so they're not super high when it comes to any kind of refinery work. I don't think you'd be using them for that type of scenario, but as a work boot in general, I think these would be fantastic. I've sprayed water on them, nothing got inside. Double stitching. The tongue is beautiful leather, really well made. You can see these little furry bits coming out here, and you might think, oh, that's indicative of very bad craftsmanship, but I mean, they just haven't bothered to pull those little bits out. They're a very nice shoe. $150 Australian, might be a little bit rich, but looking at them, they are rock solid. And even though it's a moulded footbed, that glue is really, I mean, it's solid. So I'm very impressed with that. The protection layer is obviously down lower in the tongue, and it probably comes up to about the Cofra level here. So you know, are they going to work? Who knows? You can see here on the diagram basically that where the protection is marked. It obviously doesn't come around the back of the heel, and obviously your higher protective level boots sometimes don't either, but they just have more fibres, stronger Kevlar or whatever else it is they use in there, depending on what make you buy. So you can see that it's not covering the heel area. I'd like to have that covered in the back Achilles tendon area. However, that's not the case. But your chaps usually wrap around your leg, and mine come down quite low. So there's a slight area that's not protected, but hey, I'm not a logger, and I don't work as a professional chainsaw arborist.